pro-Palestinian students had a rally here, and now they've started an encampment at the Peace Quad. Organizers say this is the first time since 2019 they are able to have this event, and they are glad to be back. When I reached out to the Vestaltown police, they did not have a comment, and they sent me to the New York State Police. But this wall, they told me, is 360 degrees around. Spent some time making these snowmen just to show you guys how thick the snow actually is. Gathering at Representative Mark Molinaro's office to protest today on hopes Congress will come to an agreement soon. If you look over here, I brought out a couple of pieces. 12 News' Daniel Kern is on the other side of campus where a pro-Israeli rally is happening right now. Daniel, what's going on there? Anything can be a sled, and even for those adults, you know, you're never too old to go sledding. So, for now, live in Johnson City, Erin Lawlor, 12 News. And what is your favorite part about being able to do this for the last 3 years? Event organizer Jack Gilroy, can you tell us what's the main goal for today? Now, Ravo, why are you guys protesting today? Whether you want to release some anger, being one of the only terrain-based learning in the southern tier, even beginners can give skiing a go, just like me. Now, it was on this part of the Vestal Parkway heading west on Route 434 where Sexton says the incident occurred. When asked if she would do it again,
resistance is justified when people are
I know I'm retired now, but I remember.
The police just escorted about 10 people out of the building. They had their hands on their heads. It looked as though they appeared to be hostages.
15 years ago, the Binghamton community was shaken by the ringing sounds of gunshots, marking one of the deadliest mass shootings in the country at the American Civic Association.
I spoke with my mother the night before, on April 2nd, 2009. I never would have imagined that I would never see her or speak to her again.
Jeffrey King, son of Roberta King, one of the 13 victims of that fateful April 3rd day, explains she was called in to substitute teach that day.
Literally, her last words to her friend before entering this building on April 3rd were, "I love this building."
2 victims, gunshot wound to the abdomen.
It was shocking. It was quite shocking that in the city of Binghamton, we would be now labeled as a city that at the time was classified as one of the deadliest shootings in the United States.
The American Civic Association will forever have its name on a list with other mass shootings like Columbine, Pulse Nightclub, Sandy Hook Elementary School, and more. 13 Broome County residents lost their lives to a gunman who used services at the ACA.
At the back door stating he thinks the assailant shot himself.
The gunman eventually killing himself on scene.
Shock is everlasting. The effects are everlasting.
Hussein Adams, executive director of the ACA, says some people stopped coming to the center out of fear, but they never stopped providing services for their community.
American Civic continued and only increased. We met record numbers in submitting citizenship applications, work authorization applications, asylum applications.
Matthew Ryan, who was mayor of the city of Binghamton on that fateful day, says the ACA is needed in the community.
Almost everybody that's coming here is coming here to seek a better life. And you know, the climate is much different than it was 15 years ago, unfortunately. So the work of the ACA is even that much more important.
The emotions from that April day still remain.
This door's barricaded with the suspect's vehicle.
One of the, obviously, the most tragic days in our history, but it also showed the strength of our community.
Down the road from the center, a monument stands at the intersection of Clinton and Water Street as a reminder of the 13 people, most of them immigrants, killed that day. Erin Lawlor, 12 News, Broome County.
100% just magical.
It's not even Thanksgiving, but the town of Vestal is already feeling the Christmas spirit. A year ago, The head gardener at Rockefeller Center, Eric Posey, showed up at the McGinley household on Murray Hill Road asking if they would be interested in donating their 12-ton Norway spruce tree to be the big Manhattan centerpiece.
It's a complete surprise, but probably the best surprise of our lives.
Homeowner Jackie McGinley says originally a different tree in the neighborhood was up for nomination. But when Posey visited Vestal, he knew the McGinley's Norway spruce was the one. This year marks Vestal's bicentennial anniversary, making the big gesture for the Big Apple even more special.
This is a community that is really committed to service, to supporting one another. I've seen that time and time again. And to be able to contribute in a small way to that sentiment, it's been such a joy.
McGinley says she values making memories, and she is excited to provide this memory to the community.
My family has experienced quite a bit of loss over our lives, and what we know is that after loss, it's memories that stay with people. And so we are really happy that people will get to go to that tree or come to our home and make memories, because they'll carry that forever.
As for the neighborhood, they're proud knowing that a piece of them will stand tall in the Rockefeller Center.
I'm so excited. I live right up the hill.
It's very special to me because my mother-in-law lives on the street.
Donald Cole has been living in Broome County for quite some time. He says something like this was needed for the community.
The special thing is that when you see a tree, you look at the fullness and everything and what it brings to people, the joy that it brings to people. And I think from the people in the community will really appreciate being represented in New York City.
Well, this tree is making its way down to Manhattan to be up by November 11th. And if you want to see a little piece of the southern tier all lit up at Rockefeller Center, you can make your way down there on November 29th. Reporting in Vestal, Erin Lawlor, 12 News.